Peter Saddington, who does a podcast with Matt Kim. If you guys have checked out their work, they are more on the libertarian side for sure on a lot of topics. However, this particular topic pertaining to Israel and the United States was one that could not be ignored. This is a big deal here. So what Matt Kim is outlining, which everyone should pay close attention to, what is the plan for Gaza? This Mediterranean Riviera, if you will, that the Donald has talked about at length. Well, this is the plan that they have in place. And what the genocide, again, is only one layer to it, but this is the post-genocide plan. Aside from extracting the $500 billion worth of natural gas under Gaza soil, don't forget about that one. This is the plan that they have in mind, as long as the United States does not rebel against its government and allows this to go forward. Here's what's in store for the future.
Gaza already has a business plan, not for peace, not for rebuilding lives, but for luxury resorts, AI tech hubs, and billion-dollar highways. I don't usually touch the Israel-Palestine debate in short form. It's too complex for 90 seconds. I save it for the podcast. But yesterday, I posted one simple fact. Most of the world supports the Palestinian people, while Israel spends hundreds of millions on propaganda to cover that up. And like clockwork, outpoured the uninformed hot takes. So let's throw one more truth into the mix. Last week, Netanyahu was in town with Trump. They unveiled a 20-point plan to end the war, built by Jared Kushner, Trump's son-in-law, and billionaire Steve Witkoff, Trump's special envoy to the Middle East and his partner in a crypto company, by the way. The plan? Keep the IDF in Gaza while a board of peace, led by Trump and overseen by none other than Tony Blair, the globalist who gave us the Iraq war, while he manages the transition.
Now, what I always find amazing about these stories, and I'm sure a lot of you find amazing about it as well, is that some of the most depraved people that you'll ever find in politics somehow always manage to resurface at some point down the road that they did something so extraordinary in a bad way, and yet were never punished for it and managed to secure another job, a very powerful job. You know, like Jared Kushner's father. You have Anthony Weiner, who's running for office again in New York. You have former disgraced Governor Jim McGreevey running for high office in New Jersey, actually to be, I believe, mayor of Jersey City. All of these things make one scratch their head, which is, does crime pay? Yes. For many people, it does. And in this case, it's paid dividends for Tony Blair. Go along with George W. Bush in response to what went down after 9/11. Regime change wars, eh? Well, now he gets to oversee the regime change, if you will, in Gaza. At least that's the plan.
No ceasefire, no two-state solution. It's not a peace plan. It's a takeover plan. Because what they didn't show you was the actual blueprint for New Gaza, also drafted by Kushner and Witkoff, and backed by Saudi Arabia and the UAE under a shiny new name, the Great Trust. Gaza reconstruction, economic acceleration, and transformation. It's all in the slides. Gaza, Trump, Riviera and Islands, waterfront luxury condos, and
just look at the absurdity of it all. Look at that. That's supposed to be the beachfront in Gaza. And listen, it was absolutely beautiful for decades. It was beautiful before 1947, 1948, I should say. It was beautiful before October 7th, 2023. Now it's nothing. And this is what they want to build. What does this look like to you guys? One of the things that makes the Mediterranean part of Europe and West Asia so endearing and attractive is that it's beautiful because it's unique. It's exquisite architecture. It's historic. It's been there for thousands of years in many cases. That's what keeps it, gives it its culture and its charm. This This is just another version of future Western expansion. That's all it is. It was always about dollar signs. And this is trillions of dollars worth of redevelopment. And it does look disgusting, but it doesn't matter because the people that are going to benefit from it love it. I don't understand how the entire world is rejecting everything that is affiliated with Israel, aside from FIFA. Get to that in a minute. And yet, this is what the future looks like in Gaza. It looks like this. That's what they're going to do. They're going to grab the oil, or the natural gas, I should say, and then they're going to build this over how many years, who knows? How they're going to get away with it, even that I don't understand. It's really wishful thinking at this point, if you think about it. But it's beyond insane. And this is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with rich Western oligarchs trying to change the culture of a land that's been around for millennia. That's caucasity, as Jen likes to say.
Hotels, the Elon Musk Smart Manufacturing Zone, MBS and MBZ Central Highway, named after Saudi and Emirati rulers, and the American Data Safe Haven. Who Wants to Bet Larry Ellison gets this plot, and a nice little section for unexploded bomb clearance. Number 1. Manufacturing Zone, MBS and MBZ Central Highway, named after Saudi and Emirati rulers, and the American Data Safe Haven. Who Wants to Bet Larry Ellison gets this plot, and a nice little section for unexploded bomb clearance. Number 1. This whole protect against the Muslim shtick, it's getting old.
Yes, it's getting very old, it's getting very stupid, and no one is buying it anymore. However, this is one of the examples that I want people to truly understand when it comes to, again, I believe in the free market, but the free market must be balanced. You can't have capitalism without socialism. And what we have right now is runaway capitalism on its last legs that is allowing for oligarchic concentration of wealth and power, the likes of which has probably never been seen before. You know, usually it's a handful of people, and now what you have is this whole conglomerate of people that are just chomping at the bit and thinking that people are just going to assume that they're going to be nothing but serfs. Now, in some cases, people don't really have a choice. And in this case, what we have here is a Riviera in theory, but not necessarily in execution. So we must continue to speak up and speak out in the rejection of what this is all about. We'll finish it up.
Saudi Arabia and the UAE are deep in this deal. Number 2, how is Jared Kushner, who already took $3.2 billion from Middle Eastern sovereign funds, how is he in charge of both the official Israeli peace deal and the business deal to profit from it? And finally, why is it always normal for billionaires to kick people out of their homes so they can gentrify the land and call it stability? Their own documents say they want to turn Gaza into a $320 billion asset within 10 years.
That's always been the play. I thought it would be worth probably more than that. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe 320 billion is the realistic number in terms of what the redevelopment project's going to look like. However, in terms of its actual worth and what, I mean, again, at this point in terms of economics, in terms of where we are, who the hell knows what it's going to be worth? Who the hell is going to want to be there? They've completely isolated themselves from the rest of the fucking globe. And yet, for some reason, they have these grandiose plans about what they think they're going to do and the money and the wealth that they think they're going to attract as a result. I think they're out of their minds. But then again, Zionists in general are fucking nuts. So this goes with the territory, I would think.
This is not charity. It's not peace. It's the same boys club running the same money play with human lives as collateral. apparently for your safety. Seriously? Does this look like a peace deal? Or does it look like billionaires carving up a war zone for profit?
That is what it is. That is a war zone for profit. That's all it's ever been. It's another Dubai. That's what they want to build. Will they? Depends. Are we so pathetic of a nation that we can't get our act together when this is in our face? That's the problem. We can no longer sit on the sideline and think that things are going to get better and thinking that humanity is somehow going to come to their senses, that they are somehow going to go along with it, and that we are going to be okay if we just allow the natural course to take its place. That's not going to happen. That's our future. That's what it looks like. And if you think we're giving money to Israel now, you ain't seen nothing yet. Where do you think the money's going to come from to develop all that shit? The $300+ billion project. Who do you think's paying for it? We're paying for it. It's going to be us. We'll do it. I'm telling you, it's like we're standing on the precipice of a great awakening, and yet at the same time, we refuse to see the writing on the wall, or the people in power, I should say, refuse to see the writing on the wall, not recognizing just how fed up the average person really is now, and how much they don't want any part of this. But they keep on pushing the envelope. That's what they keep doing. This is another example of the envelope push. I was not even aware of the full detail of what this actual redevelopment project is going to look like. So hats off to Matt Kim. And as we mentioned, we've had his partner, Peter Saddington, on the podcast. We certainly would like to have Matt join us as well for an informative conversation. And that certainly was informative. But yes, this is what the anticipated future of the redevelopment of Gaza in the eyes of the Zionist class is going to look like. Are we just going to sit idly by and accept it? I hope not.